Hi guys, so I've finally been able to travel again and I've headed out to Burgundy in France, and I've been here last year as well. So I'm actually excited to be here again, but sadly I've been here for a week now and this is my last day here. This is my first clear night, but the weather has been really bad all week, just like the rest of Europe. A lot of rain, a lot of clouds, and this is actually my first clear night. And I have to deal with a 90% full moon. That's a little bit of a downside, but I'll take a full moon over clouds any day, so I'm pretty happy that I'm able to image tonight. I'm using this setup to image the Satyr region in Cygnus and the Elephant Trunk Nebula, so I'm making two separate images. I'm using my ZWO ASI 1600mm Pro as a camera. I'm using my ZWO 120 MCS to guide, and it's connected with an off-axis guider to my Skywatcher EvoStar 72 ED telescope. Also using a focal reducer to reduce the focal length and flatten out the field, electric filter wheel to switch my filters, and this whole thing is running on my HEQ 5 Pro. I'm controlling everything with my ASI Air because it's simply more convenient to use for me compared to a laptop. So I need a little bit more data on the Elephant Trunk Nebula, which is currently being captured. Then I'm going to pack everything in my car and head home tomorrow, so I'll be processing this data at home. I've recorded some cool time lapses, so I'll show you those, and then I'll see you guys when I get back home. I came home a few days ago and the first thing I did was finish these time lapses, and they ended up being pretty good. I'm really satisfied with what I have. I also just finished my first deep sky image, which is of the Butterfly Nebula in the Satyr region, and well, let's have a quick look at it. I'm pretty satisfied about this final result. I think the framing is really nice, and I didn't expect that the colors were so different throughout the image. If we look in the bottom left corner, we see a lot of blue and orange, while the butterfly itself is more greenish and cyan. We also see a lot of darker nebulosity in the background, which contrasts really nice with these grayish clouds we see. If you think about how little time I spent imaging this is a pretty great result, honestly. In total, that's a little under 2 hours. I had to discard a few subs because Starlink passed by right on top of my targets. Even though it's a little bit more noisy than I wanted it to be, I'm pretty satisfied with this image. Which takes me to my next image, which is the Elephant Trunk Nebula, and man, that could just be one of my best images I've ever taken. I'm really satisfied about that one. The total integration time is about the same, but man, I'm really happy how that one turned out. So let's have a look at that. So for the Elephant Trunk Nebula, I got a little bit more H-alpha data, and that's because I had about 45 minutes of clear skies a few nights before. So the total integration time is less than 3 hours for this image, and I've been able to pull out such great data out of this, and the end result is really awesome. I think this might be one of my favorite images I've taken so far. So I really like how the outer edges are a little bit more red and orange, and then it blends over into yellow and green and blue towards the most inner side. While it's doing that, we have all these nice and dark nebulosity clouds, bringing more contrast to the image. I'm not 100% satisfied with the amount of noise in the image. I personally think I've been able to clean it up pretty good, but more data will definitely help in the future if I want to improve this image. So these are the two images I've taken in France, and personally I'm really happy with how they turned out. Please let me know in the comments what you think about them, and consider subscribing to my channel because that really helps me out. I want to thank you guys for watching, and maybe I'll see you next time when I'm capturing the cosmos.